this is a ray OA, okay, and this is another ray, we can name it as OB. Now what is this? Here the ray OA has the initial point O, here again in the ray OB the initial point is O. Now when the two rays having the same initial point, they will form an angle. Now look at here. This ray OA, initial point is AO, and this ray OB, initial point is B. So they will form an angle. Okay, and we can name it as angle O. This is the angle, and the initial point which is common in the both ray OA and OB is known as the vertex of the angle. This initial point which is common in both ray OA and OB is known as the vertex of the angle, and this is the angle O, or we can write down it is the angle O and like this OA, AOB, AOB, or we can write down like this BOA. This is the angle B. That means our angle is always represented by the initial point which is common, and here it is the initial point which is common is O, and which is known as the vertex of the angle. Now let us move to the next part, that is adjacent angle. Now let's see what are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Let us take two angles. Here it is one angle, this AOB. This is one angle AOB, and let us take another angle BOC. Here see, here in this two angle AOB and another angle BOC. Here see AOB. That means this is the angle AOB, which is this is the angle AOB, and which is BOC. This is the angle BOC. Now look at it. In these two angles, when they have the common vertex O, that means first point is what? They have the common vertex. Okay. The second part, see, when these two angles, one is AOB and second is BOC, have the common arm, see, OB, that means common arm. And the third point, when the non-common arms, see, if these arms are non-common, that means they are not common, so are in the opposite direction. One is in this direction and another one is in this direction. So we can say non-common arm is on opposite direction. Then what we can say? These two angles AOB, that means these two angles AOB and this angle BOC are said to be adjacent. So try to understand what are the adjacent. Two angles must have the common vertex like this, one common arm this, and two non-common arms. Non-common arms must be in the opposite direction of the common arm. So then these two angles AOB, see, AOB and BOC are said to be adjacent angles. Now let us go for the next point, that is linear pair. The third point is linear pair. What are the linear pair? See, suppose let us take two adjacent angles. See, this is one adjacent angle AOB and this is C, this is C. This is AOB. One angle is AOB, another angle is AOC. See, one common vertex, common arm, and two non-common arms. See, one is in this direction, one is in this direction. When two adjacent angles, what are the adjacent angles here? AOB, this AOB, and angle AOC, this angle AOC. Look, when they have the sum is equal to a straight line. See, this plus this. See, total is this. Are you getting? This plus this. It is a straight line. See, they have the straight line. They are forming the straight line. And we know the measurement of a straight line is 180 degree. So, these two angles are known as the linear pair. So that means how we can say the linear pair? Two adjacent angles are said to be linear pair when they form a straight line with the addition. See, they are added and one angle is this, one angle is this, and they are forming the total angle of this one, and this is called a straight line, and this is called the linear pair. Now let us move to the next point. A triangle. What is called a triangle? So as we have already discussed in our topic of polygon, a triangle is a closed figure, means simple closed figure made by line segment. See, this is one line segment. Let us take is A, B. This is another line segment. Let us take is A, C, and this is the triangle A, B, C. We know this is a triangle. So in this triangle, we have some important properties. Look, there are three vertices, and the plural form of this vertex is known as vertices. Here see, one arm is meeting with this arm, and the common initial point is this one, vertex B, and vertex A, vertex C. So how many vertex we will get? We will get vertices, that is A, B, C, three vertices. Then let us understand about the sides. What are the sides? See, one side is AB. See, line segment AB. Another side is BC, see, BC, and another side is AC or CA, whatever you can write, AC or C. So means what? We can get three vertices, three sides. Okay. Now let us go for the angle. How many angles we can get? What is angle? When two rays have the same common initial point, that is vertex. See, this and this have the same common vertex and initial point. This is the angle. Which is the angle? Angle B. Okay. Similarly, see here, angle A, we can write angle A, or we can write here angle C. This angle B is this vertex B, and they have the arm angle B, and this is known as ABC. It is angle ABC also. Understood? This is angle B. Yes, this is angle ABC, and this can be written as CBA also. CBA. See, the vertex is the angle only. Either you write down in this way, you write down in this way, or you write down in this way. The same angle is the vertex when they have the common vertex. About angle A. So this is the angle A. You write down BAC or CAB. BAC, CAB. This is the angle C. Yes, this is the angle C, and you can write down ACB or BCA. ACB or angle BCA. So in this way we can write down the angle. Either you write down in this way, or you write down in this way, or you can write down in this way. All the ways are correct. The naming is mainly about the vertex. Understood, students? Okay. Then in triangle we are getting three vertices. In triangle we are getting three sides, and in triangle we are getting three angles. The one of the most important property of angle is that if there are three angles in a triangle, suppose this is angle A, this is angle B, and this is angle C. Angle A, angle B, angle C. If we will add the angles, magnitude of these angles, means suppose this is 60 degree, suppose this is 60 degree, and suppose this is 60 degree. So the sum of these three, 60, 60, 60, should always be equal to 180 degree. This is called the angle sum property of a triangle. That means what? The sum of three angles, because in triangle all the angles have, in triangles we have three angles, and the sum of three angles in a triangle must be equal to 180 degree. It must be equal to 180 degree only. It should not be less than 180 or it should not be greater than 180. Suppose we are taking this type of triangle. See, suppose this is a triangle, obtuse angle triangle. Here our name is ABC. If it is 130 degree, here it is, suppose it is 20 degree, 130 plus 20, 150, and this must be 30 degree, because 130 plus 20 plus 30, see, 0, 6, 7, 8, 180 degree. The sum of the three angles of a triangle must be, if you are getting 181 degree, this is wrong. If you are getting 179 degree, this is also wrong, because sum of the three angles of a triangle must be 180 degree. Okay students, now let us move to the next point, that is altitude of a triangle. Here I am writing two parts, okay. First is altitude. Altitude of a triangle. Here it is median of a triangle. Let us understand what are altitude and what are median. Suppose let us take one triangle. This is a triangle ABC. And let us take this is another triangle PQR. See, let us take one vertex, any of the vertex. Which vertex you want to take? Here, C. Okay, let's take a vertex C. Let's take this vertex C. If you will take C as a vertex, what is the opposite side? AB is the opposite side. Whenever you will join a point here, anywhere in this opposite side of this vertex, and you are joining, suppose it is PC, and this will form a 90 degree. 90 degree means a right angle. Whenever you are taking a vertex and it is joining with the opposite side, any point on the opposite side, and it is forming the 90 degree, so this line PC is said to be the altitude of the triangle. Understood? Again I am saying, see, if you are taking a triangle and vertex A, it is B, it is C. If you are taking the vertex A, its opposite side is BC. If you will join here a point P, if you are joining, if this angle is 987 degree, will it be a altitude AP? No, because AP is forming an angle 87 degree here. It must be 90 degree. That means it must be like this, and it is called perpendicular. Perpendicular. So take a vertex and join a line opposite of this vertex. Whenever they will form an angle 90 degree, the line segment is known as the altitude of the triangle. It must be 90 degrees perpendicular. Now let us understand about median. Take a vertex, any of the vertex. I am taking Q. Whenever you are taking a vertex and just join a point in the opposite side of this vertex here, and suppose this is 4 centimeter. If you are joining such a point that if it is dividing the line into two equal parts, this is known as the median of the triangle. See, if this line divides the opposite side of this vertex into two equal parts, it is called the median. So here it is QN is the median. Suppose it is 3 centimeter, it is 2 centimeter, and the line is 5 centimeter. Is it QN a median? No, because QN is not dividing it into equal parts. It is 2, it is 3. QN is not the median. The median must be 3, 3. It may be 4, 4, 2.5, 2.5, 6, 6, whatever. But the vertex and its opposite side, if you will join any point on its opposite side, it should divide the opposite side into two equal parts. Then only it is the median. If you will take a vertex and if you will join the opposite side with a point, if it makes a 90 degree, then only it will be a altitude.